Yeah. Well, one thing I want to ask, well, I've got two more questions for you actually. Is one is about this kind of idea. It's a theme that has come through many of my podcast episodes. It's this idea of self doubt, and like when you're going, even I'm sure we've discussed some different examples of this already. But you're sitting in the interview, you're not sure what to do, you're really doubting yourself, perhaps. Yeah, and even this whole startup journey, there's plenty of sort of self development and self growth that it's come along with it. What's how have you had any really big examples of doubting yourself? Do you have a kind of process, or how have you dealt with that in the past?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think self doubt or like that kind of imposter syndrome or being scared of what's on the other side. These are all things that are definitely going to happen no matter where you are and no matter who you are either. If you take on an endeavor, that feeling is going to come up. It's absolutely inevitable. Your relationship with that feeling is what's really important. And learning to become comfortable navigating the ambiguity and navigating leaning into that unknown or leaning into that space that is uncomfortable is essential. And in terms of overcoming that, like I said, noticing that it's happening. This is probably very, I don't know, meditation esque of or that kind of line of
Mm,
thinking. But I think it's first and foremost important to know that it's happening. Know when you are feeling experiences of self doubt and go, okay, that feeling there, that uncomfortable feeling, the thing that's causing me to question myself or whatever, that's just a feeling of fear and self doubt. And it's going to happen. The second part is finding your cheerleaders and your friends and your people that you trust that can help you build the confidence and challenge the flawed logic that's coming from that self-doubt and really sit with and talk that through with people because at the end of the day, you probably are good enough. That's why you're even thinking about an opportunity. If you're in a position of doubting yourself, you've been presented with an opportunity. And if you've been presented with that opportunity, you're probably good enough to take it. You may fail. That's also very, very true. That's okay. But if you don't try, then you're never even going to have the option to succeed or fail. So, yeah, I guess there's a few little elements in there. And the first being know when it's happening and know that that is just a natural feeling that as a human being means you're leaning into the unknown, that you are good enough because you've been presented with the opportunity. Leverage the people around you that support you and motivate you and get out of your own head and know that you have no way of knowing what the opportunity could look like if you don't just lean into it and that that feeling is going to happen. And
mm. Yeah, I think that's really great advice. And it's something that I know you face that, I face that. I haven't been a single person that hasn't
going to be
faced
there.
that kind of feeling. And it's yeah, it's something that you just got to work through and really try and overcome that. And I think it's something that I think has given you as you push
Yeah, it
through
does
those
get
things.
easier the more you do it
Um,
though as well. Like you start recognizing the
mm,
pattern more and more. You start knowing, going, okay, this is actually just the feeling and treating it and changing your relationship with that as you go.